All right.
Hey, what an
guys.
eventful day we've
This is
had.
a crazy TMNT cowabunga.
We don't. Thank
Dropped
God you
it
wore
all.
your turtle shirt today.
I know. I was ready.
We don't even have any turtles back
I
here.
woke up this morning. I was like, I'm gonna get me a set, which I don't know if I should say if I got one or not.
I don't know.
Feel
Let's keep it in the gray.
yeah, like, I feel like
know.
if we did, we didn't. I mean, we certainly didn't get one early.
Yeah.
Pixel Dan got one.
Pixel Dan.
And the guy from, very nice,
Yeah.
the guy from the WWE got one.
Nice.
We're still lowly.
Nice.
We're trying, you know, we're out here. We happen to have like 40,000 people. But, you know, it's all right.
We had a lot of people upset. I mean, today we've had turtles. We've had the hot figure of the week, the Rose
that was
Tico
big,
from the Black Series. The toys that made us.
Yeah,
season
three.
Big
Very
thing.
big.
Just went through the roof. And you know what? We should brag a little bit. We do have a couple of people watching.
Yeah.
Into the Wild, episode 5.
Yes, very nice. It was a good one.
It was. It was. A lot
we-
of drooling. That's why I keep doing
Yeah.
this. If you watch the whole thing, I do this the whole time.
We went to Farpoint Toys and Collectibles in Abascon or Mays Landing. I think it's the coolest toy comic book shop I've been to.
It might be. Egg Harbor.
Depth-wise.
Egg Harbor is a
Yeah.
good place to say it's close to, because I had to actually look it up because my wife was so upset that she did not get to go.
My
she's
wife was like, yeah.
How do they have this inventory? How do they have all these things?
Yeah, they have like every Star Wars,
Oh, God.
a lot of Marvel, a lot of TMNT, which
Yeah.
will be in the second one.
Yeah,
So,
part 2 of that.
all right, we'll give it another couple minutes, but you know, I think we should probably get talking about NECA and today's presale.
Yeah.
So, let's start. We've known since late last week or early last week that a TMNT every year NECA gives us a TMNT SDCC set.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get a New York Comic Con one normally as well, but the San Diego Comic Con is the big boy.
Yeah.
Last year it was 8 figures from the cartoon.
Nice.
I got one, loved it. It was amazing, right? But let's remember a couple things. NECA cannot mass produce these guys. They can't go in the store. License-wise, they can only sell these in certain scales and in certain places. Playmates holds the license for TMNT. So let's get that off the table. Let's also remember that NECA is not Hasbro. They're not Mattel. They make a good chunk of money off of these limited edition figures.
Right.
NECA didn't invent con exclusives.
No. Who did?
Whoever did, I think that's probably Toy Fair.
I want to say that it may have been Toy Fair. I also want to say that maybe like George Lucas was a little bit responsible, but there had to have been exclusives before like Star Wars Celebration back in like, what was that, 98, 99 or whatever it was, with the first George Lucas pilot figure. But I mean, Comic-Con really isn't, Comic-Con then in 98 wasn't really what Comic-Con is now.
Well, Comic-Con used to be, when we kind of talk about this in our video at Wizard World, it's a different beast now.
Yeah.
And at these big conventions, it's what new news is going to break,
Right.
what toys are going to get released, and what's the exclusive.
That's
that
it.
is what
That's
these conventions have turned
And
into.
cosplay. And cosplay.
And cosplay.
Cosplay.
Which we have a new note for our next cosplay.
Yeah.
So, but here's the deal. So, NECA has a limited release. They didn't invent limited release either.
No.
5,000 of the 4-pack turtle set and 2,000 of the rooftop. Okay? And they offered a bundle deal as well. They're selling these Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday online. All right? So let's
Awesome.
Let's talk about it. Some people don't even let you order the exclusives online. Either you have to get it.
I think they have to now. If
Oh,
you
they do
sell
that?
it, I did an interview a few years ago with a toy insider. We'll just call the Toy Man, and he said that they have to. He works for one of the major companies. He says they have to sell it online now. They have to, because it's something to do with like. It's a couple years ago, but like the fire marshal, the lines, how many people you can have inside Comic-Con inside the big hall, the showroom floor. So if all these people were lined up, they'd shut this stuff down. So they have to sell them online now. Mattel did it for a couple years.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. Like, you could buy your toy ahead of time. You could go up. You weren't even in the
go
room.
And you pick it up.
You go pick it up at a hotel. That you just hand you over your voucher. They hand you your toy, and you walk out. You could literally walk back to your hotel room, put it there. Never.
Have we seen any Mattel Multiverse SDCC?
No,
So that's surprising. I mean, it's got to come.
And if you see them, send them to us, because we are making a mega list.
Yeah, we've got
of
the AFJ San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
We just keep adding it. Like some big things, like the Turtles, they'll get their own piece because it's a way to put more pictures up. But overall, we have a giant article. It's got all kinds of crazy stuff in it, and we just added Hasbro this week to it.
Yeah. All right. So TMNT, 2,000 rooftops, 5,000 figures. That's spread amongst 3 days. They will not, and we got an official response from NECA, which we're gonna kind of read to you guys here
as best as we can,
as best as we can in a little bit. But with that being said, let's speculate a little bit. If I'm NECA, I've got 2,000 rooftops. Best case scenario, I'm gonna put 500 or 750 online, and 750 I think is too much because you've got people coming to the convention to buy these.
Right. You also, let's say that, you also, if you're NECA, you have to ship all of those there.
Which I believe it's free shipping.
No. I'm saying they have to bring the product
they're bringing it all
and then
in-house.
If they don't sell them, so say they bring all 2,000 and they don't sell it online, then they got to take all those back.
Yeah.
And then they got to, and they're a New Jersey-based company,
Yeah, they
right?
are. So they're shipping out to the West Coast.
Right. So they got to ship them all back. So that's another issue, that by selling them online ahead of time, now they can just ship them right from their warehouse, and they don't have to send 1,000 to Comic-Con.
So let's say 500, 750 rooftops. I think a little bit more generous on the figures. Maybe 1,500 of them available. But you've also got a 2-pack as well. Right. So one of the things people were complaining about is that they made it to their shopping cart, but it lost before that they could pay for it. Guys, that is a very standard e-commerce practice. They cannot allocate the order until the payment is made, because you would either oversell or undersell, and it would be impossible, because you can open up a window, put 2 in there, it sits, then it's going to sit for 15 minutes before it times out.
It's like ordering concert tickets, where it's in there for 25 minutes until you get a hold of everybody. It's not going to happen.
We got broadcast interrupted here. Oh, no.
We did?
We're good?
We're back.
We're back?
No worries, we're back. Hey, we got people already back.
All right, good, we're back. Okay.
Hey, Shane. Josh.
All right, give us 1 sec. I just want to make sure that I'm back on. All right, cool. All right, sorry about that. So, but the other, we were talking about the fact that your cart may sell out before. It's the software to manage it the other way is expensive. They don't have it. Most people don't even use it, especially for something like this, because there's other people that want to get it. So if 200 people put it in their cart and sat there, the exclusives for the day could get held for 15 minutes, then it restarts and this goes on, and it creates a headache that ends up, in most cases, overselling. Okay? So we got to give them a little credit. They offered it online. If you didn't get it today, you've got 2 more shots. Now, this happened last year as well.
Yeah.
I was sitting there. I had 3 guys all on the computer trying to get it into the cart. Yeah, not yet. You would have been on the computer, though. So, trying to get the item into the cart. I was lucky enough to get it on the 2nd day. So, tomorrow it'll be a little bit easier. There's not a ton of these. And guys, there's almost 39,000 people in the group right now.
Right.
So imagine how many of those people are TMNT collectors that want this exclusive because it is awesome.
Yeah.
I know that it sucks. I wish that they made a lot more as well. But these are just so cool. I have the big ones. I can't wait to get the little ones. The rooftop diorama at $125 is unbelievable. So, you know, why don't you read, bring up the article, and we'll give you the responses that we got from NECA.
NECA was gracious enough to respond to us immediately.
Real quick, hold on. We're back. A NECA minute, thanks. Will you guys share the link where to buy them? We'll post it in the article, Shane.
Yeah, actually, I'll just post the article because it is in the article.
In the article is the link. So here's my recommendation. Tomorrow, if you want this, 12:55, sit at your computer, start refreshing. The first thing you're going to see is it's going to go from sold out to no items. Then each item is going to slowly come up. Today it was Chia Pet Group. It was the Predator. Then it was the set of both the rooftop and the single.
Right.
Then it was the singles, the 4-pack, which we'll talk a little bit more about how cool that is in a second. And then it was just the single diorama. So by the time I clicked out and went back, it was already sold out. But so Bob, why don't you run everybody down?
So we asked NECA, we wanted them to kind of stabilize some people's anger and what was going on. So they said, in an effort to keep things simple and recognizable, we have used the same rules, facts, and purchase limits for years. There is only a set quantity each day, and we do not reveal it, but it is a decent size. The sale starts at the same time each day, at least 2016. Each day since 2016. Purchase limits are the same ways. 2 per item, which means that you can get 2 figure sets and also get 2 figure diorama bundles. That would make 4 figure sets. The reason for purchase limits is we know scalpers, they know them, they know they're out there, will be trying to game the system, and we will try to make it as hard as possible for them. So then my response was, and I had some questions so she could answer this, was, but I had one in my shopping cart. What happened? Having something in your cart does not mean you have purchased it. That's an online shopping standard, unless you have Ticketmaster money, of course. For everyone else, it's easiest to think of the process like a vending machine. Credit card validation goes through, stock comes out. The line at the vending machine is just happening in microseconds, but there is most definitely a line. So I said, there are scalpers out there with bots buying them. And she said, our contact at NECA said, the system flags suspicious orders for us, and we review those manually. This results in some stock being freed up. That stock goes back into the next day's quantities, so day 2 is always a touch higher than day 1. So you should have more opportunities tomorrow.
Which also, the people that got them today and the people that were on at 1 o'clock, they're now not trying to buy them again because it's also, but it's limit to per household. So unless you're going to ship it to your wife's house, your wife's house,
girlfriend's house,
your wife's mother's house,
right?
You know, your office and all these different places, it's going to get flagged. And also, if you like today, I only got one, and I know. Oh, now I just. Oops, sorry.
He got one.
I did get one.
He got one.
I wanted to get one for one of our admins, and also we have a guy that works with us out on the West Coast who wanted one as well. So I cannot order it because if I go in tomorrow and order 2 or even 1, they're going to cancel my order.
Right.
So you know, they are very good about trying to get there. And some people were screaming, well, why not limit it 1 per household? Here's the thing. I think that 2 is the best way. If it was just 1, for people that are really crazy collectors that need to have it in the box but need it open, they'd be screaming, well, I'm a collector, why can't I get 2?
Right.
And for people that didn't have the chance to get online, well, I grabbed one and I got one for my buddy.
Which we've had several people on the Facebook group say that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one, my buddy doesn't want it. PM me.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Remember, there are always going to be scalpers. There's no way to stop it. Some people went, bought 2, put them right online, and that is called economics.
Yeah,
but,
it's just business.
That is business. That is how people are always going to run their lives. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to stop it, but that's the beauty of what we do here with AFJ. If you are a decent guy and you got 2, or girl, and you got an extra one, you do what the one guy did. Hey, I got an extra one, and I think that one's probably already spoken for.
Yeah.
So, and you don't have to pay the eBay fees, and you know, shortly we'll be able to help you out even more with selling online.
Stay tuned for that.
So, let's see. It's a free market economy. I caught that earlier. You guys are the best. Love the breakdown. Thanks, Shane. Does anybody have any questions? I mean, NECA was great enough to get back to us. If there's anything that I think warrants it, we can reach back out to them. But we got to remember, NECA like everybody else, is also feeling the hurt of Toys R Us closing.
Right.
Where you used to be able to go and pick these guys up at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
That's no longer the case. So, you know, you can't fault these guys that much. It's a limited edition. I mean, it happens.
That's what Comic-Con is. Comic-Con is highs and lows. And usually those lows are, I didn't get what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I've been there. I've stood in line just to have somebody say, we're cutting the line off here. You have to come back tomorrow. We have more on the truck. Well, what else do you have? Well, we won't know until we open the truck. And you're like, what? Yeah.
And
it's
listen,
just the way it is.
Sometimes they make more, like the TMNT, the Foot Clan set, and the New York Comic Con set from last year. Unfortunately, if you're not an East Coaster, you wouldn't know this. But if you're a crazy East Coast toy toy enthusiast that goes to all the toy conventions, NECA runs an overflow booth where they literally sell their exclusives that didn't sell for a fraction of the cost.
Like,
I got a Danny DeVito penguin for $25 one time.
He bought me the Toys R Us Planet of the Apes like Gorilla Warrior set. What was that, $10? You don't tell me the price, but it was cheap. It was cheaper than it was.
If it was anything more, I wouldn't have bought it for
Exactly.
The Foot Clan set, the New York Comic Con exclusive from last year or the year before, $35.
Yeah.
And you're going to get a chance to get it, but it's also one of those things. It's like everybody wants the wave of the new Cole Obsidian.
Yeah.
Wait a little bit. It's gonna get produced, but it's different because NECA has told you there's a limited quantity. So it's one of those things. Try to get it when you can. Maybe you get lucky in the future, and you may have to pay a premium, guys. I hate to say it. I try not to, but every once in a while, if it's something that you have to have, you're gonna have. Like, I really, really want the old NECA. We've got. Why don't you grab it? I've got the 3 of these. I still need Raphael, and I even got Kevin Eastman to sign this one, right? And I want the 4-pack. There's a red original Mirage bandana and a black and white. They're $250 to $350 now consistently. I missed the boat when they first came out, unfortunately. But eventually, I'll be at a convention, somebody's going to need to sell it, and I'll pick it up.
It exists.
But I'm not blaming NECA for me not having it.
No. And they're a company like anybody else. Like, if it was your company, you have to do the highs and the lows of, okay, we know everybody wants it, but how much does it cost us to produce it, to ship it, to get it out there? And they offer it online. You didn't have to go to San Diego. If you think about what you would have spent to San Diego, and if this is what you really wanted, you might as well just take that money and buy it for whatever it was.
I mean, if you're going
ticket,
just for
hotel
that
room, and you really wanted it, it sounds crazy, but you know what? You're like, I didn't go to San Diego, but I sat at home, watched the news, and I got the exclusive that I wanted, and I paid a little extra for it. But I didn't go all the way to Comic-Con for it.
All right, so Matthew says, I was one of the lucky few to get the TMNT set. Was refreshing the page from my office every 4 seconds and watch the exclusives pop up one by one. Matthew, I did the same here. So tips, if you're watching for tomorrow, create a NECA account. If you don't have an account, create it now. Get either your PayPal or your credit card saved. They don't give you an option to go in and save your credit card information. So I'm going to walk you through how you do it. Go to their alien figures. Add an alien figure to the cart. Walk it all the way through except for checkout. It'll allow you to preset your address. It'll allow you to put your credit card or your PayPal in. So tomorrow, when you're there and you put it in, boom, everything's in there. You can hit buy before everybody else. So that's the best advice we could tell you. At 12:55, start refreshing it. Do not wait a second. The second it comes up, add it to your cart. Go in. You're already logged in. Payment method, click and go. I was logged into my Gmail account as well, and Gmail sent me a little 6-digit link to my phone, a little code to confirm that it was me. I typed that sucker right in, clicked it, and got it under the gun. So, and I'm telling you, it'll be easier tomorrow. It'll be easier Friday. You know, the piranhas have hit. But because everybody wants one, it's still gonna
it's
gonna be you know, pretty crazy. And I also do want to point out, guys, that once these do hit the market, the price comes down. Last year, the same thing happened. The $250 8-pack got up to $500 at one point. You can pick that pack up now between $250 and $300, which is what it was last year. People will get it, they don't love it, they put it back up for sale, maybe they open and displayed it. So be vigilant, be on your eBay, check AFJ, and the other thing too is make a post. Guys, you know, this is what I want, does anybody have it? So, sidebar, what's the Ghostbusters crate next to the Mezco box?
Which one? Which one is he talking about?
Where is it? Oh, this. This is the box for the Ecto goggles.
They're not in there, are they?
Oh, no, we didn't. It did it again, didn't it? We love you guys, too. All right, here we go. All right, come on back. If you were there.
We keep adding.
Round 3. Yes, no worries. I need your new YouTube channel. I need that link. Just go right to YouTube. Type in Action Figure Junkies, and you'll see the big AFJ logo. Check it out. We got our Into the Wild episode 5 up right now.
God, it's
and
so
Bob
good.
is going to put it onto the thing. So, for those who missed it, those are the Matty Collector Ecto goggles. Matty Collector released the Neutrino Wand, the Ecto goggles, the PKE, and the Trap. Trap is the hardest to get. The other ones they're all spent. They're all pretty high now. The wand goes for $200 to $400. The goggles $100 to $200, and the PKE about $200. But the Trap goes like to $600 or $800. So
He's got a thumbs up.
Woo! There we go. Do you think NECA will sell exclusives to BBTS like last year? If they have them, they're gonna unload them, guys.
It's the end. It'll be the runoff. And the thing is that we've noticed that there were some turtle figures last year that you went crazy for that we found at a toy show.
Yeah.
That they were like, oh, and they said, yeah, we found a box of these laying around.
Yeah.
We just got lost.
They were like, oh, we just had a box of. It was the 90s or the 8-bit style. Okay. Nintendo. There was a Foot Clan box, and then the 4 turtles in 8-bit. So, let's see. I mean, anything left on NECA? We read it. We talked about it.
I don't think so.
I mean, listen. I mean, we're gonna put up a post tomorrow. It's gonna sell out in a few minutes. Be ready. We gave you our tips and tricks to get you as far ahead as possible, because there's nothing more you could do other than that. Unless you know the guys at NECA, which if you do, tell them, hey, send us one next time.
Yeah.
But other than that, get on, get ready. If you really want it, please, you know, listen, if you're going to be upset, you're going to be upset. We can't help you. But, you know, this is what happens with exclusives. There's a ton of things that I wish I could get, but I'm not there and I can't get it. So if you want it, you're going to either pay a premium or you're going to try your best to get it while you can. But you can't beat a company up for selling their product.
Right. Yeah, it's not their fault that they have what we want. I guess that's how it works, right?
Yeah, exactly. Andy said refresh, refresh, refresh. Literally, I was refreshing since 12:50.
You didn't do any work. I was doing it all.
Oh, yeah, that's what he's here for.
Doing all the work.
I had friends sending me screenshots. It's up, it's up, it's up, it's up. That's all you can do. Yeah. But all right, so let's
stop distracting me with your screenshots.
Let's just talk about the sets. So let's start before we get into the set itself of the figures.
Oh,
let's talk about the diorama.
Oh, the diorama. Okay.
So you guys saw this at Toy Fair, right?
We did. We saw this at Toy Fair, and it was one of those things where we were like, "Wow, this is really, really insane." And sometimes these things are just out for display. And NECA has a lot of like alien stuff. They used when they got the the Planet of the Apes license, they did like a full village, and it was something that was never really made available. But this one at Toy Fair had a little tag to be available for retail.
When I saw that, they sent me that picture, and I started jonesing. I was scratching my neck. Like, it was just to know that I could get that at some point. Even the possibility of it, because listen, there are for every exclusive, there's like the Batman Predator that doesn't get released because of licensing issues.
We keep wondering.
We keep hoping because they said, "Hey," yeah, and also put in here. Somebody wants to know. I think he said our wish list. but I think he might also be talking about the SDCC. So we'll get the links in there. But so the rooftop diorama, it's 1990s. It's as, you know, it's as tubular as it could be.
It's got some graffiti on it, but not a lot. It's got windows that you can actually like have the characters crawl out
I
of.
gotta be honest, I think that as cool as the new ones, which we'll talk about, I think if you because if you get the knockoff or if you have the original NECA set, they would look great on that as well. That is a really, I don't open my stuff, but for something like that, you got to get that sucker. Oh, so that's a different one.
Yeah, that's different.
So that's like the comic book one.
That's the street scene diorama coming summer 2018. More details to follow. So maybe they just painted it a little bit different. I mean, it's probably the prototype.
People keep saying, somebody wants us to talk about Predator. I promise we'll get there. And so, but, okay. If you're crazy like me, you have all 5 of the, what are they, 1/8 scale? What is that what they call it? 1/12 of the big guys. So that's all 4 of them, and that's Raphael in disguise. Though I wish we could get a Shredder and a Splinter and even an April or a Casey. Maybe if people keep buying them like this, we will.
Yeah.
Now you get the smaller ones. It's in 1 pack, and it is literally made after the VHS tape. So on the VHS tape on the bottom, it said the movie. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. On the bottom, it says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the figures. It's as retro and nostalgic as you could get, just tugging my nostalgia strings. I need this, I need this, I need this. I know that the second it gets in, I'm ordering a Domino's pizza that night. The day that it's in, I'm ordering Domino's. The guy's going to deliver it. I'm going to make a smirky comment about him being late, because you never pay full price for late pizza. And then I'm going to sit there with my pizza, just looking at my figures. You know, guys, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay? No. But they're really awesome. So if I'm going to read some comments. If anybody has any other questions, let us know. Do you have anything on them? I mean, what's your thoughts?
On the
Because you're not as Ninja Turtle as I am.
No, I had aged out of that. And I like the cartoon.
Touchstone.
I had aged. I didn't know we were going to be on today, so I would have worn something more appropriate.
Yeah.
But this was lazy day. So I don't know. I think the sculpt of the figures is great. I think NECA does a fantastic job. It's just, you know, I like
you weren't going to be hitting refresh.
No. I like the Predator figures they did. I like the Alien figures they've done. I think they've made a lot of them, and not enough to make me go, ooh, I got to have every one of them.
Yeah.
You know, there's a couple that that have really stood out to me. The Dark Horse comic book version of Predator 2. Really like that one. That was one of my all-time favorites.
So we got, what's up, guys? What about the new Predator movie? Let's get to let's just Predator for a second. We need your wish list, guys. Share the dream list. Oh, geez, we don't have enough time.
Of what?
If we do that with the way the internet's been dropping, we'll be here for 2 weeks.
No, that's too hard.
Maybe we'll do not Evan, because he's not into this.
No, Evan's not into these things.
But the 2 of us will do like our wish list of figures we need to have.
If you guys are feeling a little Team Evan list,
Team Evan.
I'll just set him right. I'll set him up right there.
Are you guys more excited for this year's TMNT figures than last year? I got to be honest. Oh, it's tight because I love them all, but I love the original '90s first movie, so I think this year got me more excited than the other one. Sweet review. Yup, same. 1250. Refreshing. Already logged into PayPal. Best advice is to just choose one thing per day. You'll check out faster. Yeah.
21 people.
What?
We've lost this twice.
It's because you put Evan up.
Team Evan. There he is.
Who prevents them from making the 6-inch to be sold normally? So I'm pretty sure that the 6-inch figure, that scale, is Playmate owns that license. So since the Playmates own that, just get ready because we've got fugly figures coming. We've got the new TMNT show. I got to tell you, when I saw Pixel Dan did a review of the Raphael figure, seeing the figure, which is more of a 3D sculpt of it, looked a lot cooler than seeing just the art that we've seen so far. So I am hoping that the show isn't as bad as I originally thought.
Freaking me out here.
What was the very first figure that you have had since you was a kid? Real Ghostbusters for me. I mean, that's that I remember, playing with. My very first
Tatooine Luke. Kenner.
Is a little wooden Jesus figure?
No. I was a Kenner. Oh, it's close.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Kenner Luke from
the original Star Wars. He's
basically Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, that was my. I still have him, even though he doesn't have his head anymore. So I couldn't throw him out. He's headless.
He meant collectible figures you wanted and never got. All right, we're gonna get back to that. We're still gonna talk about Predator, Doug. Wait.
Yeah, we get there from we. If you watch this latest episode of Into the Wild on our YouTube page. There's a lot in there for me that is grail pieces.
Well,
there's one window that has 3 of them right there.
There's a few moments where you just see Bob and I go.
And we just stop.
We see something and you just stop because
it's there.
Farpoint Toy and Collectibles, we didn't get enough chance to explore it or discuss it in the episode.
No,
but I think you'll hear us talk about it more in the second episode. It is like... It's as good as going to the National Toy Museum that's in Oklahoma City, but it's on the East Coast. It's a smaller shop, but the depth and the rarity of what you see, because you're going to see a lot of the new Star Wars, the Power of the Force.
Yeah,
you're going to see that everywhere you go. What you're not going to see is original Empire, New Hope,
Star Wars.
Just the old stuff.
The Sears exclusives. They had Sears exclusives from the old Kenner line, or the Palatoy line, if you really want to get technical.
Somebody said, sweet, the 1990s. I didn't know people were still into the Turtles after the movies bombed. But see, that's a Michael Bay thing. So let's...
but which movies bombed?
The new movie... Well, the first one did okay, but, like... Just get, you finally got Bebop and Rocksteady, but you got like Fugazi, Casey Jones. You got April O'Neil as Megan Fox, though. They're nice. Yes, I did Borat in the movie. But it was bad. It was Michael Bay. What I'd like to see is, like kind of what Ryan Reynolds said about if they make a Deadpool 3, which is a smaller budget. Let's bring it back in-house. Let's do a smaller scale, really good movie. If you're a Ninja Turtle fan beyond just the TV show and you've read the comic books, there are some awesome story arcs in there.
Like when they go to Japan.
Yeah, they go back in time. Actually, really great. And then, could you imagine 4 Turtles and Batfleck? We get Batman meets Ninja Turtles, or the Ninja Turtle Ghostbuster crossover.
Yeah, but Warner Brothers may really need the money.
Yeah, they could.
They may have to cross over.
90s movies are great. The new ones were horrible. Need more Batman from NECA. I don't know what's going on with the DC licenses in them. They still can do the big ones because you got a Batfleck.
Yeah.
Mezco's killing it though. So if you want good Batman stuff right now,
we
check out what Batman has or what Mezco has.
Yeah.
Any idea on what packages the they didn't show the package for the Dio, but I'm gonna it's probably gonna be classic NECA. I'm assuming it's got to come in styrofoam because that's gonna be the best way to ship that. So probably styrofoam, and for shipping purposes, it's probably going to be just bigger than the box. I'm thinking exactly what it looks like is on the front, and on the back you'll get that old school, because they also have out now, they've got the TC or TGRI, depending if it's the comic or I forget which one they did. They've got the Casey Jones mask and those really cool, right when the Turtles finally start to walk from the original movie, they made a 4-pack, which is really epic.
I think those just came out now?
They just got out. Yeah, they're on Amazon. We're going to try to get a pack and review them. Nick is killing TMNT.
They're running with it.
I'm not liking what I'm hearing for the Spawn, but at least we have Predator to look forward. Doug, you're a big Predator fan.
Well, we might as well tell Doug now that on the 12th of June, we're going to do Predator Day.
Predator Day.
And that's the anniversary of the first film coming out, and we're going to review 2 Predator figures.
Get to the chopper.
Exactly.
That's all I think.
That's all you can get?
That's it. What else you got for me?
Ain't got time to bleed.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. So yeah, we're gonna do Predator Day,
and wait, there was something else with Predator Day. Forget what it is. Oh, the Predator figure of Hawkins, who is Shane Black, the actor slash now director of the new Predator movie. That sold out too. Like that exclusive and the Groot, they're both gone. I think if you got the James Cameron NECA director Cameron figure, take the camera and then give it to the Shane Hawkins figure, I think that'd be the Shane Black Hawkins figure. I think it'd be cool.
All right, so let's see. Friday is a big day for us.
Big day. We can put the thing up.
What?
Boom.
Just covered your whole face. June 8th, Ghostbusters Day. If you didn't think I was a big enough nerd in my love for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters is my sweet spot. That's the one that gets me all day. So for the 38th anniversary? Like what? No,
it's 34th.
34th anniversary of the original release date of Ghostbusters. We are going to build the rooftop diorama,
which is over there in pieces.
Yeah, in pieces from Diamond Select. We've got all 15 or 16 of the figures. We're going to review the figures. We're going to build the rooftop. We've got over $500 of Ghostbuster-related giveaways. We've got Matty Collector stuff. We've got Diamond Select stuff. We've got Mattel stuff. We've even got some Answer the Call Ghostbuster Girl stuff that's going out. So obviously we know those are going to be the most popular.
Obviously. Those will probably be the easiest trivia questions we have.
Yeah, right?
Who played Peter Venkman?
Persistence, pushing too many pencils, you got time to duck. I think Mafex is releasing better Batman figures than Mezco. Mafex is hit or miss for me. I have the Mafex, the Batman versus Superman
just have
line.
One when Rick was here?
Rick brought it in. They're cool. The articulation is really great. They're a little flimsy though. When I get them in my hand, I'm like worried that I'm gonna,
you're gonna break it.
Yeah, like
I don't have that
Tommy Boy and the Biscuit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna break it. I just want to touch it and.
Exactly.
All right, so let's see. Geez, 21 people still, huh?
Still 21
What do we got? We got anything left? I mean, so we knackered it.
Ghostbuster Day.
Ghostbusters, Predator.
We're going to be at GamerCon.
GamerCon, that's going to be really big.
In July.
Come out. We're going to give away big door prizes every single day, and we're going to sponsor a giveaway for GamerCon as well. So I think we may bring the Slave One. Yeah, we might.
No,
we might.
No,
we might bring the Slave One.
The Slave One.
Look, now he's. So June 12th. Just want to verify that. Yes, Doug. June 12th, Predator Day.
Yeah.
Be ready. Do you have a collection of Predator stuff? Because we'd like to see it. The new DK3 is an absolute boss. Much improved QC. All right, the one that Rick brought was pretty sharp. It was the new Batman. I can never tell. Like Rick imported the thing himself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Where did you buy this? And now Toys R Us. I didn't even realize so recently they actually sold those in the back in the collector's aisle, but it was always so picked through.
Yeah,
that's maybe where
now
they're
you're
making most of
finding
their money.
everything. We're gonna have to Toys R Us next week too.
We should Toys R Us.
We're in the. Well, we might as well. Hold on. Never forget. Toys R Us.
Yeah, that blacks us out.
We are in the end of days. We're June 30th.
June 30th
is what we're being told.
It's scary. We go out and God, it's just weird stuff. And the liquidation company, you got to wonder where they've been sitting on all this stuff for this long.
Oh yeah.
There's a Toys R Us in Altoona, Pennsylvania, which is pretty much the center of the state. They got a wall of 40th anniversary Princess Leia's. You're like, why would you send them that many to one location?
Yeah, I'm not understanding.
I don't understand the logic.
So here's what I'm thinking happened, because like, how do you get that many single figures?
Right.
You know they're not getting shipped from Hasbro that way.
Right.
So they've got to be coming in, getting shipped back to Toys R Us facilities, and they must have had like all the Princess Leia's go to the North Jersey, and all the ones to go to here, because getting 200 or 300 of the same single figure in one store.
So you want to make $1 off of each figure on the last day, which is pretty much all you're going to get. It's just, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I would have bought a 40th anniversary Leia if I could have found one, and there were none at any store I ever went to.
Yeah, I think we have one here, right?
Yeah, we do.
All right. Doug says family sickness, had to move, so I was forced to sell most of them. Doug, I'm sorry, man. Josh has got 13. The Predators are like, they're hot, man. Everybody loves those.
Big ones.
NECA kills it with that. I mean, I'm surprised we didn't get, we got a TMNT exclusive but there was no Alien or
Well, it's not, I thought for sure there would have been a Predator one this year.
Yeah, like a
because they
Predator.
could have held it literally
Yeah,
till the end of July, and then you say, "Oh yeah, we got a Predator one, but we couldn't release it until now."
Yeah, I think I would dig
So-
a new, Predator figure for sure. RoboCop Day also. When's Robo? We should get. There's so many days we've got to do.
We're creating our own days because there's
Yeah.
not officially a Ghostbusters Day, but it's the day we observe the film came out, just like we're doing for Predator.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about Walkabout Pizza Day?
That's always your day whenever we go shopping.
Yes, this is
so
true.
It's usually can Evan film you in time? as
We're
walking.
yeah, because I've already eaten the pizza.
Exactly.
And we're gonna work on our food hunts for sure. So all right, I think we're gonna start wrapping this up. What do we got coming up? We've got a Super 7 review.
Yes, a Planet of the Apes Super 7 figures in the Funko style. We got a full wave of those. They're going home with me. So I don't know if we're actually going to open them because that's what I'm torn on. I'm really torn on
grab
this.
one of the. We've got DC Collectibles. Who's if you don't love DC Multiverse, remember that DC Collectibles still makes figures. Okay, so these aren't the new line, which we're going to talk to them about getting because I'm jonesing for the new DC Collectibles line. But we've got.
Oh, I didn't know the box did that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Got nice little DC artists out. You could do this sucker right here. Show this off. We've got 3 of these we're going to review. We've got Diamond Select Wave 2 Ghostbusters.
Yes, that's here.
Okay.
Because that's the second thing is the Firehouse. And we're slowly accumulating all the pieces for the Firehouse.
Well, what was for Sun Lee said, what's the chances NECA would get the license for Twin Peak figures? Here's what I'll tell you about NECA. Message them. Go on Twitter. Say, hey, are you going to get this? They respond very well. I mean, they respond to us because we have a bit of a relationship. But if you catch those guys that run the NECA account on Twitter or Instagram, if you say enough times, hey, what about this, and enough fire gets going, they can work on getting a license if they think there's something there.
And you know what? This is another realm of possibilities. Diamond Select Toys got a John Wick Diamond Select.
Yeah.
So who knows that maybe Twin Peaks will fall into that category too, because the older we get and the collectors, the more this is expanding out into other properties. So, years ago, a rated R movie never would have toys. Now look, except for Batman here, I think everything else is rated R on that top shelf.
Doug said you have the ED-209 on the table. I want it.
It's right here.
Yeah, that's why it's on the table. And Josh said that Superman one is awesome. Yeah, we've got Batman.
Look at this guy right here.
Tryptophan.
Tryptophan.
We've got Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman, which you guys saw that we're going to review. We have any other stuff on the docket for review? I mean, we're going to do the Ninja Turtles when they come in.
Yeah, and because
we got one.
We're getting Cole Obsidian's head. So we have 3 pieces.
We're almost on our way to that wave.
Yeah.
We're going to get the X-Men. We're going to get the Apocalypse wave for sure.
Yeah. That should be easy to get. Should be a case.
Yeah, it should be a case.
Oh, and we're going to do, you know what? We're having another day. We're going to do an Ant-Man contest.
Doug, what do you want us to show real quick? Put it back up, Doug, because there's a little bit of a lag. Diamond Select, you say you've given me hope, good sirs. Yeah. Yes. So Friday, Sun, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to get started. Yeah. It's going to go for at least an hour, if not more.
Not more than
probably
that,
7.
Yeah, I don't know, 7. We might have to have a walkabout pizza if we're going 7.
You know I'm eating pizza.
Pizza.
I'm getting pizza for actually.
Real quick, I mentioned we're going to do an Ant-Man Day. So not so much a day, but we're going to have a contest.
Yeah.
And we're going to officially put this up on the site, and we would like you to respond of how you think the scenes after the credits are going to take place in Ant-Man. And we've got an Ant-Man Mafex figure to give away. Is that what this is? No, Fig Arts. We got an Ant-Man Fig Arts figure to give away.
Yeah, we've got a couple Ant-Man.
We've got a couple other, some Avengers, Captain America Civil War Ant-Man, and a few others floating around here that we're definitely going to find homes for. So that's going to be a contest. We're going to put it up, and then you're going to have to email Evan your answer because he loves that.
Yeah, email Evan as much as you guys want.
Yeah.
Evan at actionfigurejunkies.com.
Recommend things for Evan to watch. That's another thing.
Or
not books
where.
to read.
Or where.
Or where to watch it?
No, what he should wear.
Oh, what he should wear.
Yeah.
God, that boy with his t-shirt collection. It's just terrible. I mean, look at this. His mom made him this shirt.
We love him though, you know. I mean, I think
that's it. I think that's it. I mean,
unless you guys want us to talk about anything else, they want to see ED. So why don't you show them?
I got to move the
Andy, have we seen the new Art FX statues from X-Men? Oh, don't break it. Yeah, that's a cool...
Yeah, this is... We had to explain this to a few people, actually, when they came in. They're like, what is that thing? This is Ed 209 from RoboCop. And it's very Star Wars-esque with the... but it's been played with, as you can tell. Actually.
It's loose.
Yeah, it's loose. He's
really been around the block.
Yeah, he's cool. I mean, he makes a great display piece. We do have a big Iron Man, but he's over in Teletran 1 right now for pictures.
Yeah, right.
Because it's the only robot we have. We have Tryptophan, and then we have one other Transformer, and then we have Grimlock. But we don't have, like, Transformers that we can actually put in the Teletran 1
Yeah, we're going to have to,
got.
now with Bumblebee coming out, we'll have to step up our transforming.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I think that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Ghostbusters Day, Friday. June 8th. Check it out.
Predator Day,
Don't
June
miss
12th.
it. Predator Day, June 12th. July 7th and 8th will be a GamerCon.
Yeah.
Come out, come meet us, get a chance to win some stuff. Hear our story. I think we're going to do a panel.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear about collecting and all that fun jazz, yes, son, 6 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Doug said loyal as a puppy. When the girl controls it, it's my favorite part. Okay. Josh said Team Evan. This Team Evan thing, it's really catching.
I think you feel bad for him because he just doesn't know what he's
like
doing.
Rudy. You know what I mean? You're like, score that touchdown, and then he gets killed by the...
Oh, I know.
Oh, shoot. If you didn't see Stranger Things Season 2, sorry. Spoiler. I don't like. I hate signing off when we have like 20 people. Can you
16,
guys leave?
16. We just jumped to 16.
Just close it. All right. But that's it. All right, guys. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Thursday, definitely not doing anything. Friday, big day. We might do something in the afternoon, but 6 p.m. Ghostbusters Day. I'm gonna get Twinkies. They don't want the Ecto Cooler alcohol, so we're gonna skip that.
As long as they're big Twinkies.
Oh, tell them about the Twinkie.
What about the Twinkie?
We're going to be doing quotes the whole night, so be prepared.
And Evan's going to be like,
That was your plan? Get her? Yeah, we're nerds.
We gotta have, I'll tell you later, because I don't want to ruin it. Because
we don't want Evan to see us.
I can't.
Marty McFly, somebody said, what time? 6 p.m. Oh, yeah, again... we're going to do a couple different things, but if you want to get ahead of the curve, the biggest item that we're going to give away, which might be 2 items, we're going to choose from someone who is subscribed to us on YouTube. So you're going to have to give us your name, and we're going to search it. So you got to be the first to answer with your name. If those 2 things, we're getting subscribers.
Yeah.
Well, you know us. We're always.
We need more YouTube subscribers, definitely.
All right, sweet look forward to the 12th, boys. Aim for the flat top. Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
1, 2, 3.
See you on the other side, Bob.
We'll do in transmission.
See you on the other side.
See ya.